Hello, gearheads and car buffs and what have you. Okay, so back on my Lincoln Town car here that I did the dryer in, this compressor just started getting noisier and noisier, and I wasn't going to take a chance. So I wanted to, let me get out of the sun. I wanted to replace the compressor before it grenaded and chunked out in the system, which would require a big flush and a hell of a mess, which I didn't want to do. So I ordered another compressor with a dryer, and I had an orifice tube. So a lot of questions were asked where the orifice tube is, and I couldn't show you last time because I didn't replace it with a dryer only. This time I am, because I'm putting a compressor in, which there's the compressor, and of course I've taken the manifold off, which is the two pipes that lead onto it. So now that I've got the room in here and everything is apart, we remember where the dryer used to fit and all that other stuff. So right down here on the evaporator inlet, or the high pressure side of the evaporator, is where the orifice tube goes. In other words, it, hang on a minute, this is the old one, I've already got the new one in. That's the orifice tube. It goes in like so. And again, if you take some heat and heat this pipe up just a little bit with a propane torch, it doesn't have to be glowing red, you'll melt the plastic. But you grab it like I did with a pair of hemostats, thin ones, and you heat that up and it'll come right out. You just tug on it very gently, and you know, it'll slide out when the heat gets to it. It's just these two O-rings here that are kind of, you know, what's holding it in there. So alright, there it is. Of course, more spring lock hoses. Everything on the thing is spring lock. The compressor, the two hoses that go to it are spring lock. So again, you'll need those tools like I showed you before, the collared tools that snap on there. I'll show them to you again in case you didn't see that video. Those are these here, the different colors. They open up. They've got a collar in there, which pushes into the spring lock, and then you can pull the lines apart. Alright, so that's going to be my quickie, and I just wanted to let everybody in on it, where it is, because you know, a lot of people don't know where the orifice tube is on these. I don't know why, because like I said, there's usually the orifice tube is right where there's a crimp, like two notches in the line that in the metal, where it keeps the tube from going in any further. So that's always where your orifice tube is going to be. It might be in a line, in a hose, you know, a hose with a metal fitting or whatever. All you got to do is look for that little dimple, those dimples in there, and that's where your orifice tube is going to be at. Okay, so I hope that helps somebody, and I'm going to continue on feeding oil into this, and then hopefully my compressor will be here. It's supposed to be delivered today, but of course now that I got everything apart, it's no big deal because I got another vehicle. I'll just leave it on the lift, and it's not a big job on one of these to do it. So anyway, there you go, orifice tube. Take care. Okay, I forgot to mention one more thing that I mentioned in the last video about a vacuum pump, and since my 35-year-old vacuum pump started taking a crap, I wasn't even going to try to see if I could find parts for it, but this is the old pump, of course. You know, nice big pump and everything, and like I said before, you can buy these on eBay or Harbor Freight relatively cheap, and here's the new little pump I bought. This is a 3 CFM quarter horsepower vacuum pump. It cost me $47. So there you go. That was free shipping from eBay. They did have some 3.5 CFMs for $49 that I saw after I ordered this. That's when I got the notification. But Yeah, that's a good price. Anytime you're looking at 50 bucks for a pump like this, you know, that's dirt cheap. That one 35 years ago, I remember cost me several $100s. God, probably close to 300 or 400, maybe 5. I forget now. Long time ago. So yeah, you do need one of these to do AC work. So get yourself one of them. If you're not professional, of course you're not going to want this. Or if you are a professional, I wouldn't have anything like this in the shop for working on cars daily or whatever. But seeing as how I am retired and I only do my own cars, which they don't require AC work a whole awful lot, you know, a pump like this is just fine. So, all right, I'll let it go at that. I just wanted to mention the pump thing, and we will talk to you later.